Hello, so I'm gonna try to get the perfect stats today on my gems. I've had a few people on a lot of videos ask what the best stats are, or not really stats, but what the best pro rolls are, and I always don't know what to say because I didn't actually know until recently because I don't really keep up with it and I don't have perfect stats by any means. So I'm gonna try to write down and find out my coefficient, my perfect stats, well, not my perfect stats, my current stats, and then see like how much the coefficient changes and how much damage ideal changes based on having perfect stats. So I want to see like, because for me right now, I feel like it's not that big of a difference, and I'd just like to know. Um, Before I get into that, I was just looking over my stats really quickly, and I just want to say, um, if I want to be even more efficient, so right now I have 335% attack speed, right? So I could even take one of these, and right here I could put on physical damage, but I'd rather have the magic find. But you can run physical damage instead of magic find, and then I could take off that attack speed and put on crit damage because it caps out at 300%. So then I'd be left with 301%. So that's a little change I could do to even maximize it further. But I swapped my Solarian set of gems between all my physical classes, so maybe I'll do that at some point when I max out my this set of gems. That's the main reason I want a second set of physical, just so I can always have my Solarian built, because he's my boss killer. Um, Otherwise, for me, I feel like the perfect stats aren't going to be that big of a difference, but you know, why not test it? Why not figure it out? If it is a bigger difference than what I'm expecting, it'd be pretty nice. So right now, 1.63 or 1 billion 63 million. So see how that changes. Then my coefficient currently is 19.968 million. So 19,968,129 is my current coefficient, and then I'll find the difference. So yeah, let's get right into it. All right, I did realize that I did have the Sundered Uplands buff in the top left of my screen in the first clip. I waited for that to run out. I was so confused. I was sitting there trying to figure out why I just had 660 whatever 666,000 damage or how much it was, and now it's at 638. I was swapping around classes trying to see if I missed something because I didn't think I changed anything. Then I went and rewatched the clip and I realized, oh, it was buffed. Okay, so now this is the stats I'm looking at, and then if I shoot target dummy 1 billion 2 million or 20 million 1 billion 20 million so far. But otherwise, for this coefficient, I have 19.169, 19,169,395. And that's with the pro rolls of 4 on physical damage, 5 on crit damage for my empowereds, and then for my smalls, 9 on crit damage and 9 on physical. That's my current setup, and that's not me going for perfect stats. That's just how I've always had it because I don't really care as long as it's not on max health or physical or crit hit. To me, I didn't think it mattered, but it'll be nice to see it also. What am I looking at for boosters? I have. How many do I have? I haven't reeled gems or done like anything with gems in a while, so I have a lot stacked up. 9 flares, 6 sparks, okay. So I can make more if I need to. I have a ton of lunar souls. So for starters, let's work on the big gems. So I want 9 on physical. Hopefully it doesn't go to, okay, well, that'll work first. First roll. Hopefully it doesn't prove to be an annoying thing, you know. Maybe I'll get lucky on this account. I know on my other account, um, you know, rolling gems is not fun. Well, that I'll take that. If they want to give it to me on the first try, anytime I'll take it. Wow, that is crazy. Okay, well there's holy. I mean, wow, 5 for 5. All right, so now on the small ones, let's see, 4 and 14. So we want 4 on physical and the rest on crit damage. All right, so 1. That'll be fine. Let's reroll this one. Okay. So 1 and then 2, 2 and then 1. So what am I at? 1 physical, 0, 0, 1 physical, so I'm at 2. So there's 4 physical. So if I just reroll this, I should be fine. Just make 3. Wow, that is the most painless process I've ever done in my life. Only one failed. Alright, let me not have. Alright, so 654, 2849. And let me just see the or the coefficient. 2849. Okay, so it's really not that big of a difference, honestly. 19.2.298. 19.298. So 19,297,991 versus the original 19,169,395. So, honestly, getting like an extra 100,000 in damage, so 7 million per hit. That's really not that much. But I mean, I guess, you know, why not try to get the best sets you can get? So, from 1.2 or 1 billion 20 million to 1 billion 27 million per hit. I mean, yeah, it'll be nice, especially once I have all my arrows and I'm fully buffed, fully on everything, because then it'll increase even more. And I have all my arrows that are hitting. Oh no, it'll definitely be worth it, but I feel like this is something you should only do once you have an excess of all these, because I'd rather go reroll gems and work on other classes with my rerollers, but I don't know. At least it wasn't that painful, to be honest. I didn't have to craft any sparks, just had to use what I already had from weekly boxes and whatnot. So, let me just make sure I have everything perfect. So, I do have it all in physical. My fire, 2 crit hit, or 2 crit damage, 3 crit damage, so there's 5, 8, 10, 11, and 14. That's what I've written down, 14. Then we want 4, so then yeah, it's 18 total, so therefore would be on physical. So, I'm gonna be honest, I was expecting more. But it's nice to know, so I'm definitely not going to do this with other classes. I'm going to keep it just as my Solarian, but I'm glad. It's going to be nice because then when people ask, I can actually like tell them this is the best setup because it actually shows versus what I had before. I do more damage. So if anyone was curious if it was true even, I've always believed it. I just didn't really care because I assumed it wasn't much of an increase, which it really isn't. Like, maybe it'll be noticeable on like Shadow Hunter when you're shooting that many arrows for like U11. Otherwise, for delves, maybe it'll help with deep delves. It already takes long to kill stuff, so maybe it'll just be a slight increase that'll be noticeable. But other than that, that's pretty much all for me. Thanks everyone who wanted to see this, and I'm just so surprised. What was that like? I had 9 and then I made 3 more, so that's ridiculous. 12, and I got all of my gems rolled pretty much. That's pretty crazy with one fail. I will not fight with that one bit. So if you're gonna go try to do this with your gems, keep in mind you're gonna have it go on crit hit. You're gonna go on max health a ton. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, if you guys want to see anything, let me know. Catch you later. Peace.